Uttarakhand Chief Minister removed by the BJP High Command. Trivendra Rawat resigns a year before elections. Congress alleges corruption. He tells reporters, "You'll have to go to Delhi to find out reasons for my removal." Mamata Banerjee takes on BJP's Hindutva card at Nandigram, recites mantra, says won't allow Hindu-Muslim divide. Mamata visits a temple and a mazar at Nandigram. Vijaykanth quits BJP AIADMK alliance in Tamil Nadu. Meanwhile, Kamal Haasan and Dinakaran both look at a tie-up. A Maha fight over mysterious death in Ambani case. Dead man's wife names police officer Sachin Vaze. BJP targets Home Minister, demands Vaze's arrest. Maharashtra Home Minister says that guilty won't be spared. Hello and welcome to NDTV 24/7. I'm Rohit Wellington. Let's begin with our top story. Uttarakhand Chief Minister Trivendra Singh Rawat resigned on Tuesday as the state's ruling BJP opted for course correction a year before elections amid growing resentment in the ranks. His exit was certain after his trip yesterday to Delhi, where he had met with the BJP leadership. Sanket Upadhyay has this story.
What exactly happened? Well, see, the Chief Minister was sacked. Let's just say it in as many words. Why did that happen? Because there was resentment against Rawat. This is BJP's big Uttarakhand fix. There is a whole analysis as to why this is going to happen or not happen. The point is, the BJP looks at this as an attempt to control perception damage in the state. Now, what exactly is that damage? Trivendra Singh Rawat is being seen among his MLAs as a misfit, that he is a misfit as far as being the Chief Minister of that state is concerned. MLAs even complained against Rawat's style of functioning as well as his performance. There are also allegations against him of corruption. Could this be an attempt to mitigate that corruption charge? Before we go any further, let's quickly listen in to what Trivendra Singh Rawat said today once he announced his resignation.
विचार किया और संयुक्त रूप से, सामूहिक रूप से ये निर्णय लिया कि मुझे अब किसी और को ये मौका देना चाहिए.
But you must have heard about other things, but what exactly is this corruption charge? So there are corruption allegations against Mr. Trivendra Rawat during his term as in charge of Jharkhand. So what exactly happened there? There was allegation that money was deposited in Rawat's associate account for a posting in Jharkhand, much before he actually became the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. Now, the Uttarakhand High Court had ordered the CBI to register an FIR in this case. Mr. Rawat moved the Supreme Court and got a stay order on this High Court order. So that's where this case stands. Could this have been the reason why this decision has been taken? Or could this have been one of the many reasons? Remember, the MLAs are not upset about this. The MLAs are upset about the style of functioning. Now, what exactly is the thought process that has gone out, and what could be the possible ramifications on your screen right now? This decision could be seen as a vote of no confidence against the BJP's own government. Now, this is an allegation by the opposition. The Congress calls this an admission of the failure of the Bharatiya Janata Party. This is also the first big decision of a Modi-appointed Chief Minister being removed. Remember, Narendra Modi is not known as someone who usually goes back on a decision that he has taken. That's the brand of politics. Otherwise, the farm laws would have been reversed by now. The BJP does not want to, and this is a thinking, the BJP does not want to repeat the Jharkhand mistake. Remember, in the case of Mr. Raghuvar Das, there was great resentment against him that remove him, MLAs were upset with him. He was not replaced despite the MLA resentment, and the result is there for everyone to see. So is some amount of political pragmatism being shown by the Bharatiya Janata Party in taking a decision well in time? As they say, a stitch in time saves 9. So Uttarakhand Chief Minister fix, and this is very important to understand, no Chief Minister has completed a full term in Uttarakhand, and when they have been replaced by another Chief Minister, the incumbents have never come back to power. That is the Uttarakhand fix. So can this decision that has been taken by the Bharatiya Janata Party propel the BJP to power again, or will the curse of Uttarakhand continue where the incumbents will not come back to power?
And when asked why he was removed, Trivendra Rawat said he will have to go to Delhi to find out the reason.
नहीं, देखिए ऐसा है, मैंने कहा कि ये सामूहिक निर्णय होता है और इसका बहुत अच्छा जवाब आपको दिल्ली जाना पड़ेगा उसके लिए। बहुत धन्यवाद।
All right, now to Bengal's blockbuster battle of Nandigram. Mamata Banerjee was there on Tuesday and she took on BJP's Hindutva card, saying in her rally that our Hinduism teaches us to love everyone. She visited a temple and a mazar in Nandigram, also served tea to everyone at a tea stall there. Monideepa Banerjee reports.
Back to where it all began in a way for Mamata Banerjee, to Nandigram, the battlefield of 2007 that catapulted her to the Chief Minister's chair. In a constituency that has nearly 30% minority vote, Mamata Banerjee took the bull by the horns, challenging the charge of appeasement by reciting the Chandi Path at length.
Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kapalini Durga Shiva Chama Dhatri Sahasada Namostute.
Her first stop after the rally was a temple, where she did Chandi Puja as well.
Amio Hindu ghorer me amar sathe Hindu card khelte jaben na. Amar sathe Hindu card khelte gele age bolun apni nije bhalo Hindu kina.
Her BJP rival for Nandigram, former ally, now foe, Shubhendu Adhikari, has labelled her outsider and asked Nandigram to vote Bhumiputra. Mamata demolished that charge.
তাহলে তো বাংলা আমার মুখ্যমন্ত্রীটা হওয়া উচিত ছিল না। বহিরাগত মুখ্যমন্ত্রী হতে পারে কখনো? তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস।
On the ground, emotional support for Mamata. Some anger at Shubhendu. Anger also at Trinamool workers who betrayed all that Mamata Banerjee stands for.
এখানে শহীদ বেদি থেকে শুরু করে
এখানে এই নন্দীগ্রামের যা অবস্থা, সিসি অধিকারীর বংশ যদি উঠে আসে মমতা দিদিকে হারাতে পারে, একটা ভোটে হলেও আমরা জিতাবো।
কিন্তু দিদিমণি বহিরাগত, কিন্তু দিদিমণি এখন জনপ্রিয়তা নেই, এখন ভারতের জনপ্রিয়তা আছে এখানে।
Mamata has rented 2 rooms in this house in Nandigram's Bottola area for a year. She files her nomination Wednesday, Shubhendu on Friday, and that's when the knives will be out. Mamata making the most of her first mover advantage.
খেলা হবে, খেলা হবে, দেখা হবে, দেখা হবে, জেতা হবে, জেতা হবে।
The Khala Hobe slogan is back. Mamata Banerjee herself raising it at this rally here. The response of the people huge. April 1, that's when the votes will be cast here. A big day for Bengal. In Nandigram with Habib Ali, Monideepa Banerjee, NDTV.
Now, in her rally, Mamata Banerjee recounted what happened at the peak of Nandigram protests in 2007 and mentioned Monideepa Banerjee as well, who was there.
আমি যখন চণ্ডীপুরে এলাম আমার গাড়ি আবার আটকে দিল। চণ্ডীপুরে মা মাসি তুলে গালাগালি দিচ্ছে। পেশের যারা ছাড়া ছিলেন এখানে আমি মনিদীপাদের দেখতে পাচ্ছি। ওরা সেদিন সকলে সেখানে ছিল। ঠিক চণ্ডীপুরের অপোজিটে একটা মাঠ ছিল। সেই মাঠে পেশের গাড়িগুলোকে আটকে দেওয়া হয়েছিল। তারাও যাতে আসতে না পারে। তারপরে একটু একটু করে ঝগড়া করতে করতে তারপরে নন্দীগ্রামে এসে আমি পৌঁছেছিলাম।
All right, shifting focus to Tamil Nadu now, where both the DMK and the AIADMK are trying to woo the housewives in the state, promising them monthly payments. But what do housewives think about these bold promises? Sam Daniel finds out.
First, it was DMK chief M.K. Stalin who promised a monthly 1,000 rupee payment to housewives if elected.
குடும்ப தலைவிகள் அனைவருக்கும் மாதந்தோறும் 1000 ரூபாய் உரிமை தொகை வழங்கவிருக்கிறோம். ரேஷன் கடைகளில் உணவுப் பொருட்களை பெறும் அனைத்து குடும்பங்களும் இதனால் பயனடையும்.
The chief minister, who raised to 1,500 rupees and offered free 6 LPG cylinders every year as well, claimed it was his party's idea, which got leaked to the DMK.
சமூகத்தில் பொருளாதார சமநிலை ஏற்படுத்தும் விதமாக குடும்பத்திற்கு மாதந்தோறும் 1500 ரூபாய் குடும்ப தலைவியிடம் வழங்கப்படும் என்பதை மகிழ்ச்சியுடன் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன்.
அதை ஞாபகம் வைத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள் என்று சொல்லி
Kamal Hassan too claimed the DMK of lifting his bold promise made several weeks ago.
Allegedly, while you clearly know that they plagiarized it. Right or wrong, an idea is an idea, but at least let them acknowledge they copied it from us.
Many like Pravina, living in a dilapidated place, welcome the idea.
Should it be the government that pays the housewife, or should it be the husband and the adult members of the family who benefit from that labor? That said, is it not a way for the political parties to avoid the real serious issue of job generation? What if all these women were to enter the employment market?
However, some look at these promises differently. Battle in Tamil Nadu. Kamal Hassan trying to break new ground. The ruling AIADMK trying for a third term. And out of power for 10 years, the DMK pushing hard to capture power. In Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find TV.
Now, in a setback to the AIADMK BJP alliance in Tamil Nadu, actor Vijay Kant's DMDK has walked out of the alliance ahead of the state polls next month. After 3 rounds of discussions, the party said that the AIADMK refused to allot the numbers that were sought.
சார், கழகங்களோட கூட்டணி இல்லைன்னு ஏற்கனவே சொல்லிருந்தீங்க. ஆனால் தேமுதிகவுடன் தற்போது பேச்சுவார்த்தை நடத்தப்பட இருக்கு. தேமுதிகவும் கழகம் தானே, இதுக்கான காரணம் என்ன?
நடந்து முடிந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு அந்த பதிலை சொல்லுகிறேன். நடக்கும் வரை அது நடந்ததாக அர்த்தம் கொள்ளக்கூடாது நீங்கள்.
Now, in the Ambani bomb scare case, a CCTV grab has emerged showing a possible suspect in a PPE suit. This is a possible suspect who the agencies believe may have parked that explosive-laden SUV near Mukesh Ambani's residence in Mumbai. Meanwhile, there's a political fight over the mysterious death in this case. Purva Chitnis reports.
BJP MLAs shouting slogans in the State Assembly today against the Home Minister over the mysterious death of Mansukh Hiren, the owner of a Scorpio car, which was found abandoned outside the residence of billionaire Mukesh Ambani with gelatin of explosives inside. Mansukh Hiren's wife has now filed a police FIR which makes sensational charges against senior police officer Sachin Vaze, the officer who was investigating the case before it was transferred to the ATS. Her statement says, Officer Sachin Vaze was known to my husband. In November 2020, my husband gave a car to Vaze. The car was handed back to us on February 5th, 2021. My husband informed that there was steering issue. On 17 February, my husband left for Mumbai in the same car. After Mulund Toll Plaza, he felt steering was hard. My husband parked the car by the roadside. On 18 February, person from our shop found car was missing. My husband filed complaint in Vikhroli on 18 February. On 25th February, ATS officer called my husband downstairs. Officer showed him photo of a car. He identified it. On 26th and 27th February, my husband went to crime branch with Vaze. On 28th February, my husband recorded statement. Copy has Vaze's sign. On 3rd March, he said Vaze wanted him to get arrested. On 4th March, he said he was going to meet a cop for opinion. He can't die by drowning as he's a good swimmer.
तुम्ही जर त्यांच्यावर कारवाई न करता या ठिकाणी आपण असं सांगताय की आम्ही चौकशी करू, याचा अर्थ त्यांना पुरावे नष्ट करण्याची मुभा तुम्ही देता. तुम्ही मुभा देतात. आणि माननीय मंत्री महोदय, हा खरा चेहरा दिसतोय, खरा चेहरा, की ज्यावेळी इतके सगळे पुरावे समोर आल्यानंतर देखील केवळ एका विशिष्ट पक्षामध्ये त्यांनी प्रवेश केला होता म्हणून त्यांना वाचवण्याचा प्रयत्न, अध्यक्ष महोदय, हा पूर्णपणे चूक आहे.
तपास एटीएस करते की त्या एटीएसच्या ग्रुपमध्ये सचिन वजीर नाही आहे. या तपासाशी त्याचा काही संबंध सध्या नाही आहे. त्याच्यामुळे तपास एटीएसच्या माध्यमातून निपक्षपाती करू.
As more and more details are emerging out of this case, it has once again put pressure on the government. At the start of the assembly, it was the Sanjay Rathod case. By the end of it, the Mansukh Hiren case has rocked the assembly once again. In Mumbai with camera person Rajendra Dhayalkar, this is Purva Chitnis for NDTV.
And here's what the cop at the center of the controversy said.
तो इसमें क्या एलिगेशन है? गाड़ी अगर मेरे पास थी या नहीं थी तो इसमें एलिगेशन क्या है?
आरोप फेटा देगा.
तो आरोप कुठला आहे? गाडी माझ्याकडे असणे हा आरोप आहे का?
नाही, त्यांनी असं एलिगेशन केले आहे की तुम्ही हत्या केली आहे.
बघूया, मी वाचतो.
Welcome back. The Haryana government is set to face a no-confidence motion in the assembly on Wednesday. The government is facing heat after months of farmers' protests. Even BJP's ally JJP's MLAs are now speaking up. Mohammad Ghazali reports.
Bharatiya Kisan Union Zindabad! Bharatiya Kisan Union Zindabad!
Ahead of the no-confidence motion to be moved by the Congress in the Haryana Assembly tomorrow, the ruling BJP-JJP coalition is facing the heat. After having downplayed the 6 months long farmers' agitation, the MLAs of alliance partner JJP are now speaking up, including a close associate of Deputy Chief Minister Dushyant Chautala.
मैं भी एक किसान के घर में पैदा हुआ हूं. मुझे भी इस बात की पीड़ा है. आज हम जब गांव में निकलते हैं तो फोन आते हैं, भाई साहब गांव में मत आना. हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री से अपील करना चाहूंगा कि यह गंभीर मुद्दा है, बड़े दिल के साथ इसको किसी भी तरीके से निपटाया जाए. ये हमारे प्रदेश और देश के हित में नहीं.
Across the state, Sanyukt Kisan Morcha घेराउट the residences of JJP MLAs and appealed people to force their MLAs to support the no confidence motion.
जे हमारे से खिलाफ वोटिंग करेगा, सरकार को वोटिंग करेगा, तो हमारा नहीं, हम गांवों में नहीं घुसने देंगे.
Haryana Assembly has current strength of 88, with 40 MLAs belonging to the BJP, 10 to its ally JJP and 1 MLA to the Haryana Lok Hit Party. 7 MLAs are independents, with 5 of them, including Power Minister Ranjit Singh Chautala, support the ruling combined. Congress has 30 MLAs. Sensing that its MLAs are in a fix, JJP issued a whip asking the party legislators to ensure that they remain present and vote in favor of government on Wednesday.
So a big day tomorrow for the Haryana government, as Congress will be moving a no-confidence motion. But all eyes will be on those MLAs, including some independent MLAs and from JJP, who had voiced their concern in favor of farmers against the farm laws. Will they really walk the talk? In Chandigarh, Mohammad Ghazali for NDTV.
As Jammu police began the crackdown against Rohingya, panic and concern has gripped the community as they stare at a prospect of deportation to Myanmar.
Rohingya refugee Muhammad Yusuf showing identity documents of his teenage brother Muhammad Fayaz, issued by United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. The class 8 student is among 168 Rohingya refugees rounded up into detention centers on Saturday. Yusuf's father and mother have also been detained and taken to Hiranagar jail, which has been declared as holding center for Rohingya refugees. The crackdown has caused panic among around 6,000 refugees in Jammu. Many of them have started leaving camps for safety.
हम अपने परिवार वापस चाहते हैं. उसके बाद अगर सरकार ने हमको कहीं जगह ले जाना चाहते हैं, हम उसके लिए तैयार हैं. हम सारे परिवार एक कटा जाना चाहते हैं, जैसे हमारे जान और माल की हिफाजत हो सके. हम अपने जान माल हिफाजत की होने की वजह हो जाएगी, पर हम यहाँ से कहीं भी जाने के लिए हम तैयार हैं. हम यहाँ रहने के लिए नहीं आए, हम यहाँ इंसाफ मांगने के लिए आया था.
The police say that they are verifying the nationality of illegal immigrants in Jammu, and after due process, they will be deported back to their country. In 2008 and 2012, Rohingya Muslims fled brutal attacks on them in Myanmar. Over 10 lakh fled to Bangladesh and around 40,000 have ended up in different parts of India. Rohingya say that they are being hounded and their families are separated once again.
अगर नहीं लेके या हम सबको वहाँ लेके जाओ, हमें जेल में नहीं रहना चाहता हूँ, हमें अगर जहाँ भी रहना चाहता हूँ वहाँ भी हमें खुला जगह में ऐसा कैंप में रखो और कहीं भी रखो, हमें ताना में नहीं जाना है, हमें ताना में रहने के लिए नहीं आई हूँ। बर्मा से इतना जुल्म खा के यहाँ आया हूँ।
बेटा को लोग ये छुपा के रखा, पता नहीं, तो अभी आया पुलिस चला, मैंने बोला अगर मेरे बेटा चाहिए, मेरे बेटा को नहीं देगा तो मेरे को भी मार डालो यहाँ पे।
Crackdown on Rohingya in Jammu and detention of more than 160 refugees is seen as a first step to deport them back to Myanmar, as the police say that Rohingya having refugee cards issued by United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees is not a valid document to stay in India. In Srinagar, Nazir Masoodi, NDTV.
That's it on this bulletin. Thanks for watching.